What is going on, Vikings fans? Great feeling this morning. I feel so good about what the Vikings just did last night on St. Patrick's Day. You bring in Pat MF and Pete. Love it. What a move. What a move. I am absolutely ecstatic about it. 1 year, $10 million deal. Kind of just a vet, bring him in, develop. That's what we talking about in this video. Just kind of the advantages that we are going to have as a team this year. Now that we have a veteran, kind of still a lockdown corner. And I just can't wait. I can't wait to talk about it. I can't wait to get after it with you guys. And I can't wait to see number 21 rocking that purple on Sunday. Leave a like on the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. Let's talk about it. Pat Pete heading to the Minnesota Vikings. Let's get into it. All right, Patrick Peterson, one of my favorite defensive players in the NFL, mainly because we share the same name. And I'm ecstatic about it. I mean, this was exactly what the doctor ordered when it came to just improving the defense. Like the two moves we made with Dalvin Tomlinson. I've been calling him Thompson. I thought his name was Thompson for the longest. It's Tomlinson. I'm sorry about that, Dalvin, if you ever watched this video. Dalvin Tomlinson and Pat Pete. I mean, you get a big, thick guy in the middle to go next to Michael Peterson. You get a amazing corner. And let's not even just talk about, like, the way he could develop Jefferson. Let's just talk about him on the field. Let's just talk about him, like, who he is as a leader. He's going to be able to have that rapport and connection. I mean, this defense is going to be filled with, just around the same. It's going to be filled with a Gladney and Dantzler in year two, still developing. A Harrison Smith, who's still playing at Pro Bowl level. A Eric Kendricks, who was an All-Pro damn near a year ago. And a Danielle Hunter, and we know how good he is. And then you still add in guys like Michael Pierce, Dalvin Tomlinson, and you still got Anthony Barr. You still got maybe Anthony Harris if he comes back. This defense is really about to reload and get back after it. If you look at the starters from last year, and we are adding in from week 17, or week 16, what's the Saints game? We're adding in an Eric Kendricks. We're adding in Danielle Hunter. We're adding in Dalvin Thompson. We're adding in Anthony Barr. We're adding in Pat Pete. There's no real breakdown I need to give you guys on the field. It's going to be great to see him. I wonder how they will use him. I'm sure, he's a smart guy. I'm sure he knows Zimmer. I'm sure Zimmer's ecstatic to have a veteran out there. And I'm sure Harrison Smith, I bet you the happiest man when he heard that signing yesterday, I bet you it was Harrison Smith. I bet you Harrison Smith was like, now I don't need to teach these young guys everything, because last year he was the damn quarterback of the secondary, and I'm sure that got sick. I'm sure he got sick of it. I'm sure he loves helping, but I'm sure he also wants these guys to have a corner to teach them, not a safety. Anyways, let's talk about the kind of off the field and practice aspect that Pat Pete brings. Veteran corner, and if we're just talking about man-to-man, he could be a role model for these young corners. And I like how he came here because he spent his whole career in Arizona. And then he comes here, his first team besides the Cardinals, and he has a chance to develop these two young corners and just develop them into almost men. They're very young guys, but we know what it takes to be in the NFL. It takes a bunch of men. It takes a bunch of grown-ass men to win a Super Bowl. And Pat Pete can kind of help them transform their game to be more crisp, to be more veteran-like. And that's what I can't wait about. I can't wait to see how Gladney and Dantzler look next year. If those are our three corners rolling out, are you serious? I just made a video on Dantzler saying he could be a top 10 corner in the league next year. Listen, there's a chance where I think Pat Pete could be our number 2 corner with Gladney, and then Dantzler becomes that lockdown like I've been assuming he will if you look at the tape. And I don't know. I am absolutely just thrilled about this. And then this is the part I'm also most excited about. Justin Jefferson. He's going to have a guy where he's going to be able to go against Patrick Peterson every single day in practice. He's going to have a guy in Patrick Peterson, and he'll ask him, how would you guard me? He's one of the smartest corners, if not the smartest corner in the NFL. And if Jefferson, how smart he is with his releases, his route running, he could go to Pat Pete and say, like, hey, if your other team's corner trying to defend me, how would you do it? He can make adjustments, and then they can also go live in practice against each other. I'm sure Pat Pete's getting thrilled about that matchup. It just adds a more competitive nature in kind of our skill position. Last year, I'm sure in practice it was just Jefferson and Thielen just pretty much mobbing all over our secondary last year, and I'm sure it was a bloodbath sometimes. But you add in a guy like Pat Pete who can help develop Jefferson and say like, hey, I was around Larry Fitzgerald. I was around him for the longest. This is what you might need to do. And I'm sure Adam Thielen will have a ton of questions considering Larry Fitz is from Minnesota. I'm sure he can just give them insight there. And I'm sure even just in the defensive game plan mindset, Mike Zimmer will go to Patrick Peterson and say, what do you want to do? Just like how he goes to Harrison Smith and Eric Kendricks, he just adds in another smart mind into the Vikings organization. Good job, Rick Spielman. Good. Listen, I don't give you credit a lot. Good job. This was perfect. This offseason is going so well. Finish the job and get Kirk some damn bodyguards, and we can book our Super Bowl tickets. I'm excited, though. Pat Pete coming to Minnesota. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Leave a like on the video. Comment. I already said that. Comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on the video. Pat Pete to Minnesota. Nothing gets better than that, man. Have a good day. Skol Vikes.